put on this. Hi, everybody. Just thanks for joining us. I'm Diane, and I'm a coach here with YMovement. And I just wanted to share a little bit about what our mission is before we get into the stories. YMovement is dedicated to connecting people to their individual why by providing them with resources. We have fitness guides, nutrition guides, recipe guides, as well as mindset training, which has been transformational. And we also have this amazing community and guidance to help them move forward towards achieving their overall wellness goals. So our team of YMovement coaches, many are on here today. We provide one-on-one support, customized training to the individual, and just a network of passionate people who really help to make your why our mission. So that's a little bit about what YMovement is, but this call is really going to be focused on the people that have gone through the 5-week programs and what their experiences have been. And so I'm not going to waste any more time, and I'm going to turn it over to Shanna George, who's going to share a little bit about what her participants' experience was.
Yeah, hi everybody. I'm Shanna, and I'm one of the YMovement coaches. And one of my participants, Melinda, wasn't able to come on, but she did want to share her story. I kept poking and prodding her because one of the things that she kept talking about was baby steps, baby steps. And I kept telling her that was fine. Nobody starts here and takes a step and they've gone a mile. It's always a bunch of steps in between. So I was really proud of her for the progress that she did make. So she sent me her story, so I'll just read it to you. It says, "Hi Shanna, I wanted to thank you for getting me involved with the YMovement Fitness Challenge. As you know, I was a long distance runner for about 10 years. Running along with associated stretching was my only form of exercise. I was not a gym person and didn't work out at home. I ran my 6th and last full marathon 6 years ago at the age of 49. My body could not take the stress any longer. Since then, I have not exercised very much other than recreational cycling, occasional long walks, and walking with my dog. Going through the Y Fitness Movement Challenge made me realize that there is so much that I can do at home without going to a gym. I found the workout text and videos very helpful since I didn't know how a lot of the strength or dumbbell exercises worked. Setting up my personal gym space in my home provided me with the tools needed for simple stretching and weight training. Although I didn't stick to the exact workouts, I certainly modified them to fit into my schedule. My mindset changed for the better as I began to prioritize myself and my overall health. Thank you for encouraging and coaching me along the way. You also held me accountable, but in a supportive way. From the nutrition challenge, my goal was to cut out sugar, lower my alcohol intake, and eat less meat. I am proud to say that eliminating the sweets, cookies, ice cream, etc., was not that difficult. I replaced my snacks with snacks or desserts with healthier options like vegetables with hummus or simply fruit. My dog Ollie loves raw vegetables, so it was fun to have him snack alongside me. Surprisingly, my daily glass of wine was also easy to do without. I was a bit shocked at my success. I drank a lot of water and used our SodaStream machine for sparkling water flavored with various citrus fruits. I aimed to have 2 meatless days per week for meals, which took some planning, but was also easy to do. Overall, my nutrition mindset has changed, and I've been purchasing much more fruit and vegetables. Overall, I am thankful for going through the challenge. Reprogramming my mindset related to nutrition and fitness is still a work in progress, but I feel I have some powerful tools to help me create long-lasting healthy habits. I appreciate your support, encouragement, understanding, patience, and the hilarious pat on the back. Hugs and high five, Melinda.
Awesome. Thank you, Shanna. That was excellent. Wow, so thorough of a story.
Right?
Write it out.
That's the kind of person
great.
that she
That was
is.
great. Awesome.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, thank you
very
for
cool.
sharing. And next, I'm going to ask Tori to go ahead and introduce.
Hi, everyone. I'm Tori, and I'm one of the YMovement coaches as well. And I'm so excited to be coming up on a year anniversary with this amazing group of people that we're all focused on helping one another. And I have one of my participants that has gone through 2 programs with me so far, Annette, and I'm going to have her talk to you a little bit about her experience. But the cool thing is that we're all in this together. Like I've been in the fitness industry since the '80s, but I'm still on a journey. I don't have it all figured out. So I just want you guys to be comfortable in knowing that you're with a group of supportive people that don't do it perfectly all the time, because that's not what we're about here. We're about learning tools and habits that can carry you through the rest of your life, making smarter choices, smarter, more confident in your workouts, really great recipes, and a supportive community. So I'm so excited to introduce Annette to you, and I'll let her share her experience.
Thanks, Tori. I think you summarized a lot of what I was going to say, which is that's why we do so well together. Anyway, I want to thank Tori very much for bringing me into the YMovement program. I hit my 65th birthday about 2 weeks ago. And for a couple of years, I had been going to Tori on an individual basis prior to YMovement for exercise. Now, I've always struggled with nutrition and weight. And so I was doing well up until COVID hit and the gyms closed and my world kind of fell apart and I fell into sort of a lazy mode, so to speak. And Tori did some outreach and told me about the YMovement. I was really reluctant because in the past I had done something similar. And so I had these preconceived notions about what YMovement was all about, which now I know is a huge error. But I think for me personally, first of all, I'm very difficult to convince. So Tori has done an incredible job in getting me to a point that I am today. But the YMovement for me, I think you're right. I'm in the second session and I'm interested in going on to another session. But what it has brought to me is this emphasis on the mindset. And for me, I have always gotten into I want to lose weight kind of a mentality. So I'll do a quick fix, get on a diet, go to the gym, look at a short-term goal, and then I'm done. And then 6 months later, a year later, I'm right back to where I was in the beginning. And I think for me, the YMovement has, with their concentration on understanding the why, understanding your motivations, your internal internal motivations, your external factors, all these things come into play that have been tremendously helpful. Secondly, I think that understanding your psyche as to what your goals are for health and fitness, understanding that first and then going to the next step of having a coach like Tori, who's extremely dedicated, extremely knowledgeable, and also very open in terms of her own struggles and own experiences that I can easily identify. So that gives me that extra push that I need. So having someone that calls me every week, we have these conversations about nutrition and health and just where I am in terms of motivation is extremely helpful. And that's what I really like about this program. The other thing is, what I've seen in this program is I like the exercises and the exercise videos, etc. But I also find that unlike a group class where you go and there are 30 or 40 people there and they tell you about, okay, this is the diet you're going to follow, or these are the nutritional facts that you need to be aware of. what's beautiful about this program and working with Tori is that we can get down to the real micro level, the individual level of what's important to me, what impacts me, so that I can be more successful. And so I really look forward to the weekly communications with her, my progress in terms of my own mindset towards moving towards a healthier state of mind and therefore a healthier state and body. And the uniqueness of that is what I find very, very helpful. So I think
Wow. Annette, that was amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that with us today. That was really powerful and a testament to you, Tori, as well, for what you've done. Thank you again for sharing. I think that's really going to bless a lot of people. Next, I'm going to let Nicole introduce her participant.
Awesome. Thank you. I am loving these stories so far, and I'm really excited to introduce my friend Anne, who is just finishing up week 5. She started a little late, but she is just killing it. And I'm so excited for her to share what her experience has been so far with her first YMovement program. All right. Hi, everybody. I am Anne. And like Nicole said, I am finishing week 5, and I am just so thankful to Nicole for bringing me into this program. I was somebody who was always naturally thin, and so nutrition was never important to me. And then when my metabolism slowed down, I engaged in programs that would teach me how to balance my weight and do the yo-yo, as opposed to actually teaching me what healthy nutrition was and how to lead that healthy lifestyle for the long term. And so I recently had my second child at the end of April, and I fell into a nutritional rut. I was balancing a very angry toddler who's not happy that he has a sibling now and a new baby, and just the toll that takes on the body recovering from childbirth and then postpartum period. I was midnight snacking on Oreos and anything sweet that I could get my hands on. And I got to the point where food just didn't even sound good anymore. Treats weren't treats anymore. And I was watching my family fall into the same pattern. And I just knew that we were on a dangerous road and there needed to be a change. And Nicole and I had made a plan to go and have coffee, and I almost didn't go, but something told me to go. And we got to talking about everything that was going on. And, she had brought up YMovement coaching, and a big part of me wanted to say no. But again, something told me to say yes. And I am just so thankful that I did say yes and made the choice to do this program, because the words that I have to describe this program are game changer. This is truly about healthy, sustainable lifestyle change and education for the long term. And that has been just the most amazing thing, from having Nicole be my coach to cater everything to me and my individual needs, and the flexibility that this program allows to fit into your life has just been amazing. And just to have that person to be there to lead you and guide you and to be that support system is something that I hadn't had in the past. And that has just been the biggest factor, I think, in my success in this program. So that's been huge for me. And like everybody else has said, the mindset portion, to be able to be given, this is what you need for nutrition, here's the education behind it, here's what you need to be doing for fitness, that is absolutely amazing. But to add that mindset portion and teach you how to reframe your thinking to be constructive and healthy and positive is just a whole nother level that I think just really is what sets this program apart and makes it so successful. And I just am blessed and so thankful. And this has been huge for me, because now I'm at the finish line and I see myself moving in this health lifestyle. There's no going back. This is healthy lifestyle change, and it's amazing. And I am seeing my family be inspired and making changes too. And so going from that worry of we're going down this dangerous road to now we can be healthy and live a healthy lifestyle has just been awesome and amazing.
Wow. And that is, I'm like getting chills from these stories. Guys. They're so powerful. And yeah, congratulations. You just had a baby and
Thank you.
that's a lot. And it's nice to have a coach, isn't it? To just help with some of, like, I don't know. I think of the Olympics right now, and, all the best athletes have a coach to be so great at their craft. And I feel like, I was an athlete in college and I've always had coaches in athletics. And it's like, yeah, it makes a difference to have that encourager and person in your corner. So, thank you for
You know what I
sharing.
wanted to say? It was so cool to watch Nicole's face while
Yeah.
I was talking.
Yeah.
I mean, that was touching too, because I could just I could just tell how just how special that is to know that you've had such an impact in someone else's life like that. Like that's so cool.
Yeah. And also that it's affecting your whole family, like that's really, really special when, you can see that change. So thank you for sharing. That was really awesome. And, it made me think while you were talking, Anne, because I had an interesting experience this year when I started, Elizabeth, who's on here, she started coaching me, and I had struggled through a miscarriage in January. And I had started doing these challenges, and then I was pregnant, and then I miscarried. And so it was a really different experience, but oh my gosh, Elizabeth's also a nurse. And what a blessing just to have her as my coach, to help me through that whole experience and like give me grace and all of that. And so I just feel like, just the life stuff that we go through, having a new baby with a toddler and all that. I mean, that's a lot. So, I mean, I honor like everyone's individual where we all are in our lives. And it just made me think of that. So next I'm going to have Elizabeth. So she coaches me and I coach her. I'm going to have Elizabeth share her experience, and then we will wrap this up. Elizabeth?
Hey everybody, I'm just in awe of all the comments that you guys have made, because honestly, I think we're all in the same kind of frame of mind right now, where we're just realizing how much fitness and health isn't just about eating right and moving our bodies. It has so much to do with our internal environment and what we think and how we talk to ourselves and everything. And, that's what makes this program sustainable, in my opinion. I have done other programs, done the workouts, done the nutrition, but the missing piece is that mindset portion. And just like all the other ladies have said tonight, that is what really shifted with me this challenge. This is my third challenge. I have seen great results. Diane said I was a nurse, I'm a health coach. I had the nutrition down before I started in January, but I was missing the fitness portion. So when I joined in January, that was what I was looking for. But I needed the mindset portion that's a new addition to YMovement more than any of the other stuff. And, it's great that I've finally hit my first 10-pound weight loss. I've lost 5+ inches on my whole body, so I'm seeing those physical results. And the bigger thing is that this challenge, it just clicked in my head for whatever reason. This challenge with talking with Diane, it just helped me be more conscious internally about what my goals were, and making this a long-term thing, not just I want to diet and lose some pounds and then go back to the way I was. I don't want to do that. I want to make this a lifelong commitment, and I feel like this program can help you do that. So some of the things mindset-wise that I noticed this challenge was I started using the positive affirmations that Sierra talks to us about. So instead of talking to myself in a way that's making me not, I don't know, it pushes you away from your goals. maybe saying like, I'm too fat or whatever. It doesn't really make you want to work out. But when you start saying, I want to feel better, I want to look better in my clothes, that positive language inside, it really just changes the way you see yourself and the way that you actually do the program. And it just helps you move further towards your goals. And then the other thing is, I feel like I've found my optimal performance level, which is that sweet spot we talk about. And that this is the first program that I've actually been consistent with. 7 months, even on the off weeks of YMovement, I'm still eating right, drinking my water, moving my body. So it really has become a lifestyle change. And I'm just so thankful. Diane is a great motivator. I look forward to those calls every week. So there's just nothing like having one-on-one personalized coaching. There's just nothing like it. So I just encourage you guys to try it out because you will be changed.
Awesome. You're awesome, Elizabeth. And, one of the things that you said to me this challenge, which I thought was really cool, and it just shows how mindful you are, is that you would wake up in the morning and you just wanted to get your workout in because you didn't feel like something was missing. Like it just felt like it was becoming a habit to you. And we always talk about like, we want this to be a lifestyle habit, like brushing our teeth. And when you said that, I was like, wow, you really have like come to a whole new level. So, I mean, I'm just so proud of you. And so, well, thank you all so much for these stories. I mean, this means a lot to all of us, but to the people that are going to get to hear these stories. So we just appreciate you taking the time to share and to, invest in yourselves and your health. And we're just, thanks again for being on here tonight.
Hey, you're welcome.